Welcome to the Joshua Show. My name is Joshua. Today's topic is stop bullying. But before we get into that topic, if you have a Twitter account, if you want to follow me at Show Joshua. We have Mr. Gerald Joyner here. Welcome again. I know it's been a couple of months have you came to the show. So one question I have for you. What does bullying mean to you?
What bullying means to me is basically like a person who's just trying to fight like a weaker link, basically. Try to, prove themselves that they're bigger than other people just trying to prove that they're bigger than somebody else because they're going through their own struggles, so they like to take out whatever they're going through on somebody much smaller and weaker than them. So that's what bullying means to me.
Next question. Why do you think people bully?
Oh, there's a lot about that one. People bully for so many dumb reasons. It's not even like an accurate reason why. It's one of the most dumbest reasons. I've been bullied so many times in my life. Even middle school, I was bullied a lot mostly because of my height and because of the things that I like to do. And so, but it wasn't like accurate information. It was like cheap information. It was like people bully other people for like either because they're short or because they like different things or because of who they are, race, color, nationality, sexuality, all the other stuff. And with that being said, it's like this not like once again, this is not like an accurate excuse. Like so many people come up with the dumbest excuse like, I'm gonna beat you up after school because I don't like your hair color. Or I'm gonna beat you up after school because you got Nikes on or something like that. So that's what bullying means to me.
So I'm gonna explain why do people bully? People bully because I was bullied before. Even though it was like 4 or 5 years ago. I'm not quite sure how long was it.
You still get bullied.
People to this day, people still get bullied.
I can see why.
Because it's like the most, I even saw somebody on a train like 2 weeks ago. It was like a young boy. He was bullying somebody in school, and I was
like, how young?
Huh?
Like how young?
Looked like he was like about 8 years old, 7 years
I would have been
old.
bullying myself. I would have smacked him up. I would have smacked him up. Like, there you go.
But it was like bullying at that age. I wasn't even bullied. And another question: How should a person prevent a bully?
There's many ways you can actually prevent from being bullied. It's basically stick to yourself. That's what I did. After I was bullied, even though bullies like came to me even more, I just stick to myself. I just kept on walking. Anything that they say or try to do, I just don't feed into whatever they're doing. That's what bullies want. They want you to feed into whatever they're saying. Like,
And I noticed that too.
Yeah.
When I was bullied, I noticed that they want you to actually do something about it. Then when you get into that level, when you actually do something about it, that's when...
Because if you do something about it, it's wrong on your part.
Cause I was actually, I was bullied to a person. Every single day I get bullied. When I go to the cafeteria, when we actually sitting in the cafeteria, there's always got to be that one person that don't like something about you that you're doing. And they think it's cool to bully you because of what you are. And I don't think that's right because like I was saying to a psychologist today at my school, even though you it's like, what I'm trying to say is people don't know what kind of stuff you're going through in high school or middle school or kindergarten, whatever age you can be. They don't know, they're not in your shoes. Like they wasn't in your shoes when you got bullied. So how did you feel when you got bullied?
Oh, to this day, I was mad. Even to this day, I was still mad that I got bullied because all of it was basically because of my height. That was all I was bullied about because of my height. I'm short.
I was bullied because I was gay, and I felt like that wasn't right. Because, why would you get bullied? Because it don't make any sense. Tell me this makes sense. Somebody bullies you because you're gay. And what I see is, it's not your life, right?
Basically.
And, God is the only one that can judge people. Because God sees everything. God sees what you do right, what you do wrong. And people does make mistakes. I make plenty mistakes. And till this day, you learn from your mistakes. Because either way, if you don't learn from your mistakes, you're going to keep doing it. And I know throughout the whole time I was bullied, I know God was with me the whole time. Like, I prayed to God every single day. Even to this day, I still pray to God that I'm still living now. Because you know why? If I wasn't living now, God is the only one that can take my life away. God wants me to do the right things. God is like, do your career. Do what you got to do. Even though you're getting bullied because you're that way, do what you got to do.
Basically.
That's why God is telling you, do what you got to do. Because God is telling you to do the right things. And doing the right things is a good way. So, we have a little thing that I researched a couple of things. This what I got on the internet. Stop and think about before you say or do something that you could hurt someone. What do you think that means?
No, that's true. Some people tend to every time when a bully, like you said, you don't know what the person's been through. Like bullies, they tend to think, okay, he's chump, he's short, he's fat, he's skinny, he's gay, he's straight, he's whatever. He won't do nothing back. He ain't gonna do nothing. That's why every time a person get bullied, you hear on the news that a young kid committed suicide. And it's because, once again, you don't know what that kid be going through. You don't know if that kid gets bullied by somebody else. You know that kid's getting bullied by, a family member or, once again, by somebody else. Somebody on the streets, or they went through something through their childhood. Bullies don't tend to think that way. They just tend to think, ooh, he's small, I'm big. I'm right, you're not. I'm smart, you're not. And it's like, and then again, once they found out that something bad happened to that person, they tend to try to run or something. Because they don't think about that. They don't think, oh, shoot, he ended up in the hospital. Oh, snap. He's like, oh, he's gone. And then the family's mourning about it. They're crying about it, and the bully feels sad about it. But you know what? And the bully can't even do nothing. The bully can't even, show his face to the funeral. Because I witnessed that before. My friend, he actually did pass away because he was bullied. And this was when I was in middle school. And the dude didn't even go to the funeral. And, he even to this day, he's wrecked. Because he bullied a lot of people in his life. He's 22 years old. And it's like, he don't know what to do no more. Because, the people he did bully, it's like a couple of them end up in the hospital. A few of them, did commit suicide. And it's like, with him, he went to, when he got help, once again, it's like, you did the bullying for what, though? To gas yourself up for what? Now look at you. How do you feel now that you actually, without even doing nothing, even cyberbullying, same thing. You don't even have to do nothing. You don't even have to fight or nothing. Cyberbullying, verbally bullying somebody, mentally bullying somebody, that can actually lead to a person to end their life, so make them end up in the hospital. Or it can actually make a person end up in psychiatric help because, they kept on getting bullied.
And the whoever's bullying people, they don't know how much it hurts the person that is actually getting bullied from. Because I was bullied many times, and that kind of hurted me because it's like, once I got bullied, I even told my mother I didn't want to go to school, period. I didn't want to. She didn't understand that I didn't want to. I didn't tell her what was going on. So for me, it was kind of hard to tell my mother. Even though I opened up to her late about the bullying situation, she was like, why you didn't tell me then? I was like, because when it happened. Like, I stopped that bullying that happened. I prevented that. But right now we're gonna and go into a PSA. Stay tuned.
Stats.
Bad stats?
Horrible stats. Here goes. 260.
That's how many runs were walked in with the bases loaded last season.
Wow, very good. Here's a tough one, though. 3 and 4.
No idea.
That's the number of kids who witness bullying. 3 out of 4.
Not a good stat.
No, it's not, but that can change. Kids want to help, but they don't know how. You can visit stopbullying.gov and give them the tools they need to help prevent bullying.
There are plenty of safe ways kids can help at stopbullying.gov.
So you think you look pretty good wearing your pants like that, don't you? Underwear exposed, hip-hop style. Well, there's something you may not know. You can be fined up to $300, be placed in a state prison for up to 3 years, or be placed in a county jail for up to 2 years. You still think it's cool? It's the law. Pull up your pants. Respect yourself.
This message brought to you by the Black Mental Health Alliance of Massachusetts.
Welcome back. This is another question for Gerald Joyner. Not a question, actually it was a fact I got off a line, but stay away from the place where you was bullied, that happened, where the bullying happens. You think that's a good choice for the people?
For some people who's actually been bullied more, like in the same exact spot, because sometimes you can actually get gang bullied, which is basically if you go into like a certain spot that you bullied at, and let's just say that the bully that you was being bullied by got in trouble or arrested or something, but then again he had like a crew with him, like a peoples.
Yeah.
And if you go in that same area, they may remember you, so you may get bullied by not by the same person, but by different people around that area. So it is best for you to like stay away from like that area.
It's hard to stay away from that area. To me, I was bullied in a cafeteria. It was hard for me to stay away from the cafeteria because, people got to eat their lunch in school. So that's kind of hard for me to stay away from a place that actually I got bullied from. Because, everybody has to go to the cafeteria. The cafeteria is the only place that you get, like, a free time out of your class. Like, I can't say it's the safest place. It could be a safer place, but I might be wrong. But certain places in the cafeteria, there's ways that the bully happens. Because when teachers not around, that's when they start bullying. And I was in a place that there was no teachers, not even a teacher there. And that was a kind of shocker for me, because teachers should be there at all times in the cafeteria, even if you're eating lunch. They don't have their lunch until, I don't know how, but I'm not a teacher, but yeah, you could say that. But
True that. Because I can stand teachers, even in middle school for me. Like, I even went to this one school in Roxbury, and I was bullied there so many times that, I did have teachers that I connected with, but they didn't do nothing. Even the principal of the school didn't do nothing. It came down to the point where one of my family members